Hey, it's Spence from LaunchFlows.com with your quick tip on how to use the LaunchFlows layout capability along with something like starter templates for Kadence and Cadence blocks. Now in this case, we're going to use a pre-made template that already includes a lot of stuff for doing a business. This one is from the starter templates, but I want to show you how fast and easy it is to use LaunchFlows to get the layout you need and the things you don't want removed from the checkout. Here, let's say we've got a tripwire product, and in order to get that sold as quickly as possible, I want to just show the minimum things. So the email, first name, last name, and here this business wants the phone number, so I'm going to include that as well. But I wanted a layout that isn't the normal, like ho-hum, everything the same for WooCommerce looking like an IRS tax form. So what I did is the Gutenberg blocks, along with the ready-made patterns of LaunchFlows, and a couple little drag and drop tips. So you'll notice that this is a very efficient layout, and it gives me all the controls to review the order, change the quantity, and use the credit card. But it'll also allow the credit card to be saved, the person to be registered and logged in, and the ability to buy the product even if they want to use a coupon code. But everything's as it should be. The layout is really simple. Since we're using LaunchFlows, we have enabled this one checkbox here that adds a checkout to this post rather than using the WooCommerce shortcode. Then I went up over into here and I used the pre-made pattern for LaunchFlows to drag most of the components I need. Now I could do this manually simply by clicking on the addition box and typing in the name of any of the things I want to add from LaunchFlows. So for example, if I type LaunchFlows, you'll see there's all the various things for the checkout components. It's just faster to drop them in place with the pattern. Then what I did is I rearranged them in a two-column setup, which came out of the box from that pattern. You'll notice I've got the billing on the left, the coupon on the left, and I've also used the new terms shortcode or component to put the terms over there instead of having them underneath the payment button. Now I can do a lot more, including I can customize the checkout button. So I could say, get it now, and that will allow me to further customize this layout by changing the place order into that. So here we've got get it now. Now we'll also see that we've got the order review, so that's what I put over here. That's comparable to putting your shopping cart onto the same page as your checkout, a neat feature of LaunchFlows. And then the ability to pay is dictated by whichever gateways you've enabled for WooCommerce. Here I'm using Stripe, so I enabled the Save Stripe credit card feature. That makes it possible for somebody to immediately save the credit card so that it will be available for you as the site owner to use for their instant checkouts in the future. It's just a really neat way. Remember, it's secure because the card is actually not being saved on your server. It's being saved at Stripe. It just enables the option so they don't have, let's say, the ability to forget to do that. And then finally, I did put a little snippet in here. This is just some CSS that you won't have to worry about it. I'll either build this into the code or I'll provide it as part of the pattern that I will put this under, which is over at our free patterns library, which is where I'm saving all these neat little setups that I do. So when you want to choose this, you'll go to checkout, you'll find the one I'm showing you today. You can examine it, for example, like here's a past one, see if it's what you want, and then just click on copy pattern code. You'll then be able to go over to your site and, for example, say new page, and you'll be able to paste it into place. Watch how this would work. Simply paste, and the pattern will have everything you need in there. So I've made it really bulletproof for you to copy exactly what I'm showing you here. Nevertheless, the end result is something that once you've set it up this way, you really get the efficient kind of checkout you need for selling somebody digital access to typically membership products, videos, courses, or even a free registration on your site. And since the LaunchFlows works with WooCommerce and WooCommerce products, you're not committing to any really complicated flows or steps or heavy framework. It's light, it's simple, and it makes it easy for anybody. If you don't happen to be using Gutenberg blocks, you can use the same exact setup using our shortcodes. And you'll notice that even in the blocks, we refer to the shortcodes. That's my simple and bulletproof way of making LaunchFlows a product that works with all of the legacy themes, all the way through the latest block builders and more. I'll see you on the next video.